Robbie TV, Shape Back, Carry Back, live with it, baby. Back live with it, baby. What's up with y'all, man? What's up? What's up? Happy Saturday, man. So we got a couple topics to talk about, I recently just seen this video, man. The police department out in Michigan, man, Grand Rapids, Michigan. And we still going through this shit, man, 2026, man, unjustly black man getting shot and bit up by a canine for no reason, bro. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go through the body camera footage. I think they just released the body camera footage. You know what I mean? But this shit is sad, yo. This shit really sad that motherfuckers is going through this shit, still going through it in 2026, bro. Like I don't really know what's the yo, this shit crazy, bro. We need to be protesting for this shit. That's what I'm like. I don't know why everybody protesting about, you know what I mean, something that ain't got nothing to do with us. We still got a fight going on for our damn self. So let me show y'all what's going on, man. This shit crazy. So the brother name is, I think, Daquan Johnson, I believe. He just got bit up by the police, by a police dog. So let's see. Let's see what's going on. This shit crazy, bro. Oh, so he was fatally shot. Okay. So he was fatally shot. This shit is sad, yo. That shit's sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's doing the crazy part about like, yo, we still got a fight going on for ourselves. And motherfuckers is fighting for other things that ain't got nothing to do with us, man. This motherfucker was killed unjustly by the police for no reason. And they, you know what I mean, they trying to date back to it. It's his criminal history, but that ain't got nothing to do with what happened right then and there. So I don't know if I can show y'all the video, but this shit's sad, man. It's really sad. So make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, like, subscribe to the channel. We on our way to 500 subscribers, man. But this is what we talking about. We talking about the Grand Rapids Police Department out in Michigan. Just unalive this black man. They got some explaining to do, bruh. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all seen this. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate everybody that like, subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all. We on our way to 500 subscribers, man. But let me show y'all the video.
Well, my son, nowhere in that video was he resisting. I saw somebody laying on their stomach with a dog on their back and two police officers behind them.
Yeah, that was sad, man.
Shoot my son 4 times. He wasn't just my nephew, but he was a son. He was a dad. He was a brother. He was a cousin. He was surrounded by people that loved him and that supported him.
Johnson's family, as well as community members and leaders, marched in Grand Rapids calling for justice in Johnson's death.
Well, my son, nowhere in that...
Yo, this shit sad, yo.
And about a half an hour ago, family and friends of Daquan Johnson marched through the streets of Grand Rapids. They walked down Martin Luther King Jr. Street to Eastern Avenue, ending at the apartment complex where he was shot. 13 Your Side's Micah Cho is live at Eastern Loft Apartments with more on the march and reaction from Johnson's family. Micah.
Yeah, that march turned into what is now a vigil for Daquan Johnson. We can see the vigil right here. We have a pastor that is praying over friends and family here. Again, we have a lot of people out here. You can see we have some people holding balloons. There was somebody that came out with a box of candles not too long ago. So again, they're going to be having a candlelight vigil here. We talked to family earlier today who said they don't really know how to describe how they're feeling.
And about a half an hour ago, family...
It's just sad, man. It's just sad.
I killed my son. They shot him in the back of the head.
Why he's laying on his back, bro? Okay, they always say get lay on your stomach.
While they were all holding both his heads, they shot him in his head. And that's only
sad, yo.
shots. They executed my baby. They held his hands. When you see the officer, not the one that was straddling him, that shot him in the back of the head, but the one holding the gun, that's the one that shot him in his hands while his partner was shooting him in the back of his head, y'all. My mother.
This shit sad, yo. Yeah, we still going through this
shot my
shit.
baby in the back of the head, y'all. While they were holding his hands. But he's in heaven. His brains literally were laying on the ground yesterday when I went to where they shot him.
Wow. And he had the police dog.
I don't want nobody's sympathy, but y'all love on y'all motherfucking kids. Y'all love on y'all motherfucking kids, dog. When I say they executed my baby, that police video footage y'all saw, America's so gung-ho about, where y'all see an officer and all y'all see is his gun drawn, that's because he was the one shooting my son in the hands that his partner had together. Together like these. The dog was mawing at his neck. His neck is mawed up.
So he ought to bite.
From where the dog mauled, where the dog was mauling my neck, and they said that the dog wasn't strong enough to detain him.
Wow.
You had a dog eating at his face and his neck. A man straddling over him with his arms behind his back, and another officer standing off to the side, and the police still ain't said nothing.
Wow.
Let me remove my glasses.
I know this
The
is...
police still...
Wow. Rest in peace to him, man. That shit is crazy, yo. I ain't gonna lie now. We talking about protest. This is what we need to protest. You feel what I'm saying? Like, black people, we still got a fight going on in every inner city in America, bro. This shit still going on, man. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't got time to be protesting about ICE and immigrants and all this other shit. We still got a fight going on with unarmed black men. This man was unarmed, bro. He didn't have no gun. He didn't have no, you feel what I'm saying? He wasn't no threat. He was trying to get away. And on the same tip, too, he on a bike, bro. They say he was following him. You know what I mean? Like, they was following this man, yo. You feel what I'm saying? They already let the dog out on him for no reason. You know what I mean? This man wasn't a threat. They could have just tased him. You know what I mean? Or did anything. Like, they let the dog, if you see his face, I don't know if I want to show y'all the pictures, but the dog really mauled him. You know what I mean? Them police dogs, their teeth is this thick. Them canines, man, them dogs don't play around. That shit's sad, man. It's really, really sad. I didn't even hear about the story. They not even giving the story a whole lot of coverage for real. Because I ain't even hear about it until my girl said something to me about it the other day. Well, yesterday, I believe. You know what I mean? Like, this shit crazy, bro. I didn't even realize, yo, they really killed this man in cold blood, shot him in the back of his head while the Doug is on him. The Doug already got him, bro. Ain't like he got a handgun. He trying to he didn't draw out on y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, this shit is sad, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's really sad that they sitting here and let this shit go through. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this is unjust worthy as, man, his family gonna sue the bricks off of him. But it ain't even about the money. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's about, like, yo, how can, you feel what I'm saying? Look, you got white.
Johnson was
Look at this
executed
shit.
on Wednesday night in the streets of Grand Rapids, Michigan by the Grand Rapids Police Department while he had his hands behind his back, had an officer standing on his back, and was shot in the back of the head while they turned a dog on him to maul his face.
Wow.
The video is available on X if you want to look at it. And I implore anybody who has the stomach or has the mental health to please look at it. Because bearing witness to this type of brutality is the only way we're going to make it real for ourselves. We know that the United States government doesn't care about the rule of law. They don't care about due process. And when you look through the comments, you overwhelmingly see people point out the fact that Daquan had a record, which means to these people, the police officers had a right, while they had this
no
man
right
detained on the ground with their body on him, to execute him and release a dog on this man. We know that our federal government does not respect the rule of law. They do not respect the Supreme Court. And we know that Black men have been the easiest target for execution publicly here in the United States.
Somebody got
said.
said.
To understand that it's
I'm glad she said it.
Worse for everybody else. Now that we have an administration who has set in stone that they don't care about the rule of law, it's going to get so much worse. Fun.
That shit crazy, bro. Yo, you come on now. You got white girls even talking about it saying, bro, the truth is the truth. Like, yo, this shit is crazy, man. They executed this man. He didn't have no firearm. He didn't have no threat. He wasn't no threat. He didn't have no gun. He wasn't engaging the officers. He wasn't trying to attack officers. Yo, that shit crazy, man. They really executed this guy. You feel me? Said that, I'm getting up and rapping, man. You feel like we need to be protesting all across the country for this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie, Black people, this our fight. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm willing to come out for a protest for this. If there's a protest come out about this, and I'm willing to protest because, I mean, you feel what I'm saying? This man was unjustly killed by the police department while they had a dog mauled on him. You know what I mean? It's 3 police officers. You feel what I'm saying? One arm on his back, one arm on his hands. Basically 4, because you're going to count the dog, too. Because the dog is a police officer itself. They law enforcement, too. Shit, if you kill one of them, you're going to get charged like you killed the officer. So, shit. But the dog should be good enough. Because you can't fight. Like, yo, them dogs, man, you can't fight them dogs. They too strong, too wild, too quick. You know what I mean? When them dogs bite you, man, they going to rip the flesh off you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy, man. I can't even believe that they let this man go down like that. And if I seen the video, I don't think I can show the video. It's really graphic, especially with his face and all that. But if y'all look at his face, man, they unjustly killed this man, man. I ain't gonna lie. And the crazy thing about it is that the fact that they trying to bring up his record, that don't have nothing to do with it. He don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, shoot. He definitely deserved to die like that. Nobody deserves to die like that. Come on now, man. No matter if he had a record or not. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everybody's up in arms about this, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this the mom right here.
They killed my son.
They damn sure did.
They shot him in the back of the head. And while they had his hands tied behind, while they were all holding both his hands, they shot him in his hands.
So you mean to tell me?
That's only 2 of them shot. They executed my baby. They held his hands.
I can't even watch this, man, no more, yo. That shit. Whew, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's yo, watching any mother cry like that, boy. It's you know what I mean? I know that's a tough feeling, bro. That's a tough feeling, man. That's a tough feeling. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, bro, this shit is crazy how they did this, man. This shit is crazy, and they try and bring up his record. But did he have a firearm on him? We're gonna go on YouTube and look it up. You know what I mean? Let me see.
Hey, look, I don't know who.
So riding a bike and being armed is now a valid reason to execute somebody? Really, Grand Rapids PD? Really, Grand Rapids PD? That's what we're doing in 2026? So on Wednesday evening, authorities stating they received a phone call in an apartment complex near Eastern Avenue and MLK. They say they were advised that a person riding a bicycle was armed. Nothing additional was provided. No, they're pointing it at somebody. No, they're riding around erratic. No, they're acting like something is off. None of that. Just a person is on a...
Man, that shit is crazy, bro. So I know they said they got some protests going on. Nah, this is something to protest about. You feel what I'm saying? So let's go to the story, bro. Let's go to the story. Let's see. Let me see. Let's go to the story. Because I ain't really feeling, you know what I mean? I ain't really feeling, hold on. I ain't really feeling how they covering this story. Continue to fall out the ground for shot and killing man Wednesday 19. What we know about officer. Let's see. Yeah, it's this shit is terrible, bro. This shit, he already was getting attacked by the dog, and then y'all gonna shoot him in the back of the head? Like, in the back of the head, though? Like, that's unjustworthy like a mug, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. If, like, that's way unjustworthy. Ain't no way.
All right, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, all praises to the Most High.
Man, that shit is crazy, bro. Let's see what they talking about.
Hey.
And while they had his hands tied behind, while they were all...
Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. Speaking on this Daquan Johnson situation that happened in Michigan, man. He got unjustly killed by the police while his hands was down behind his back, laid on his stomach, with a dog chewing him up. Like, you can't get no more worse than that. Like, your hands is down, you got a dog biting you, and you restrained. Like, come on, they should have got the dog off of him, you know, and you know, if they're gonna take him to jail, take him to jail. They shouldn't even put the dog on him at all. You know what I mean? If he on a bite, they could have just cut him off and hopped out on him and tased him or something. Like, you had to put no dog on him, man. Like, what the hell is going on in Michigan, yo? They said is racist as a motherfucker out there in the Midwest. But come on now, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm with the protest, but this shit need to be national news. Because ain't no way they did this shit. And they can't get away with it. All these officers need to be charged, need to be fired. Charged, you feel what I'm saying? Criminally. Fuck that, man. I ain't letting them off the hook because these motherfuckers think they can just slide and get away with killing unarmed black men, bro. This shit it need to stop for real. I'm not feeling it. You feel what I'm saying? And all the motherfuckers need to be charged. They need to do a whole investigation to the whole police department. You know what I mean? Because this shit is crazy, yo. Ain't no way they did that man like that, yo. You know what I mean? Ain't no way they did that man like that, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV.
They shot him in the face. That's only two of them shot.
Hey. You know them people don't play about their animals. But I don't give a damn. We need the damn dog. Y'all done put the dog in some bullshit. His ass needs to be fired and laid to rest.
Yeah, the dog need to go down too.
Crazy work.
Put the dog down. I'm sorry.
They executed my baby. They held his hands behind his back. So what you see on the news.
Tonight, a deadly officer-involved shooting in our Grand Rapids neighborhood. It happened not far from where I am right now, near MLK Street and Eastern. The police chief did speak to the media this afternoon and shared body camera and dash camera video. He said it was to stop rumors circulating on social media. He said he wanted to do this in a timely fashion. Grand Rapids neighborhood reporter Matt Witkos was at that news conference. He joins me live with what he saw. Matt?
So the Grand Rapids police just released this video just about an hour ago where we saw 3 different camera angles from this incident. What we did see was 2 body-worn cameras and 1 dash camera video from this officer-involved shooting. We do stop the video moments before the shots were fired. We do want to...
He on the bike. Where's the dog? Fire that dog. Get the dog.
He's reaching. Let us right out. I need you to run us right out. Run us right out. I got the dog. Dog's good. Hey, dog. Right out. Right out. Stop reaching, man. You're going to get shot. He's got a gun in his hand. Let him go. Let him go. Drop the gun. Drop the gun.
Look, man, this shit's so graphic, you can't even show it.
Now, during the press conference, Chief Eric Wintram explained that officers followed the man for almost 2 minutes before he got off his bike in the apartment complex on the city's south side. Police initially dispatched a canine to the man.
The man talking about, I got the dog. The dog don't need help. If the dog would have came across keys, the dog would have needed some help. Because I take a dog, I grab him, and I bang, bang, bang all up in the dog's head.
See, he playing this shit. This shit ain't no joke, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, this nigga playing this shit. I don't even think we can.
What TV8? This. We have team coverage tonight. News 8's Adriana Doria is at that vigil right now. We'll get to her in a moment. But we want to begin with News 8's Nicole Tam, who's breaking down partial body camera footage released today by police. Nicole, what does the video show?
Brian, Chief Eric Wintram from Grand Rapids Police Department told us at the start of the press briefing this afternoon that they decided to do this because there's been a lot of inconsistencies, as he said, online, so they wanted to share their perspective, and that's what we got this afternoon through 3 videos. 2 of them came from one officer, that's the canine officer. So in the first video, you do see from his body camera of him driving in the cruiser, and then as they approach the scene at that apartment where those shots were eventually fired. The second video is from the car's perspective, dash cam of that, and you see a wide shot of the interaction of the officers, but you can't see clearly whether or not Daquan Johnson actually pulled out a gun, although you can hear officers say that he has a gun moments before those shots were fired. Sorry, I don't know if you missed that because of that motorcycle that just came by, but as I was saying, you don't know exactly whether those shots were or whether the man actually had a gun in the video itself, but you hear officers saying that. We also asked Chief Wintram why they were pursuing him in the first place, because they estimate that chase where Johnson was on a bike happened for about 90 seconds before they stopped at that apartment complex. He did share with us that he was on parole.
There's certainly other legal reasons to stop that individual, but the radio traffic that we're familiar with said that he was suspected of having a gun. Obviously, you're on parole for a gun. You're not legally allowed to carry a gun, so that could have been part of his fleeing. But I'm not aware that he had a warrant.
Wintram says those officers also had tasers but did not deploy them because the canine was the less lethal option, and he explained in another clip that we showed you earlier this afternoon that the guns were the option that they chose because the less lethal option of the canine wasn't viable enough to stop Johnson.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. This nigga was already on the ground already. You ain't gonna sit there and lie like that, yo? They really gonna sit there and lie like that, yo? It's no way. This man was already on the ground with a dog biting him, the dog ripping him apart. So it's no way how they say they couldn't have. They could have used got the dog off and used their tasers right there. You feel what I'm saying? But yo, they talking about they use deadly force with a like. Come on now, bro. Come on now, yo. That was uncalled for, unjustly. The whole police department need to be under investigation. And like I say, those officers, man, they need to be fired and charged. Because there's no way possible they shot this man like that, bro. I didn't know he had a gun on him, but still, that don't make it right. That don't make it right at all. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, he had a criminal history, was on probation. Okay, all that don't matter. That don't matter, bro. What matters is this man's not here no more to even go to jail. To face this, that's the whole thing, right? If he on parole and he not supposed to have a gun, he supposed to take him to jail, and you know that'll face the judge and pay for his crimes. But it's the fact that yo, he not even here to even face his crimes. The boy, y'all killed this man in cold blood, bro. Shot him in the back of his head. He wasn't no threat no more when he was on the ground. The K9 was already, you know, the K9 already had him. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, for them to sit there and lie like that, and then they gonna try to get justified, that shit nasty work, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I'm surprised, and I'm glad that we protesting. I'm hoping we need to do some more protests, man. This shit they need to investigate. They need to get motherfucking, you know what I mean? Everybody that's you know, like that you know, like this shit, it need to be an investigation for real, a big time investigation, because I ain't into Grand Rapids police department as well. I'm pretty sure some racism and all that shit going up in there. I know it is, because ain't no way y'all did this man like that, bruh. You know what I mean? Like I say, why was y'all following him even anyway? Like, what was the reason y'all even had? What was the reason of the stop? You know what I mean? Like, did you have probable cause? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't want if they say if it was a 911 call, whatever, man, where the 911 call at? We want to hear that call. Where the call of the suspicion for y'all to come and roll up on them? You know, he probably was just riding to the store, riding to the gas station and coming back. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all just wanted to just fuck with somebody. You know what I mean? Then when he came, like, I put that dog on him, man, and really mauled him and then shot him. Like, that's just overkill. Like, the dog already was doing what he was going to do. The dog already had him under control. What else the fuck you want him to do, man? God damn. Shot him in the back of his head 4 times. Like, that's overkill, bruh. I don't fuck nobody say that's overkill. And I hope we keep protesting. I hope these officers get charged. All that. Because this shit is it's not right, yo. It's not right. I understand, yeah, okay, he was on probation or parole. And yeah, he wasn't supposed to have file. I understand all that. That's why he should have been taken to jail. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, y'all catch him, you lock him up. But all that, but y'all just use the overkill. Everything, every black man with a gun, y'all just scared. Like, come on, bro. We got the right to bear arm too. I don't understand why everything you got every time you feel what I'm saying? Like, every time you see a black man with an understand, he wasn't supposed to have one at the time. I get it. But that ain't how you go against the situation, man. And I understand if you want to release the dog, I mean, the dog mauled his ass, but okay, cool. He'd have been going to jail a little mauled up, fucked up, chewed up, but he'd have still been living. Y'all shot this man in the back of his head, though. Y'all could have tased him. Once the dog had to be he fell. The dog already chased him, and he already was on the ground. All y'all had to do was tase him. 2 tasers, that would have got him. You know what I mean? Somebody secured the gun, somebody secure him, get the other person get the dog off of him. Like, y'all just so quick to use y'all gun, man. I hate that shit, yo. They so quick to use. Y'all so scared and so, you know what I mean? Don't do the job, bruh. Y'all so quick to, I'm feared for y'all life and all. Don't do the job, man. Like, you don't have to pull out your gun every time and shoot. Like, y'all shoot first and ask questions later. That's not how I go. But when it's a white man, y'all don't be quick. Y'all hold the gun and put it down. No. Like, but when it's a black guy, y'all shoot first. There ain't even no questions asked. But as soon as you see the white guy with a big, he can have an AR-15, a semi-automatic, whatever. Like, come on now. A rifle. Y'all give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, this shit crazy, man. I'm tired of saying this shit, yo. Like, I'm tired of saying this shit. And there been really more going on, but this just is a big one. Just had Sonya Massey last year. Like, come on, man. This shit just keep going on.
We'll break down all of what was said from police along with those 3 videos for you throughout the night here on News 8. Live in Grand Rapids, Nicole Tam, News 8.
All right, Nicole, thank you. We want to give you a look at where this all played out. Police initiated a stop outside of Miss Tracy's liquor store along MLK Jr. Street. The shooting happened a short distance away.
Any MLK. 9 times out of 10, you know that's the hood. Any MLK in the inner cities, like we know that's like, I ain't gonna say the hood because this is like this Grand Mat, but this like a pretty sure I think Grand Rapids is another major city in Michigan. You know what I mean, outside of Detroit. But yo, come on now. So you know this probably was tenable with a black, you know what I mean, people who hang out at, you know what I mean, where they might confine people. So I'm pretty sure they probably was circling around, you feel what I'm saying, fucking with people. You know what I mean? Like, and if they tell me it's the 911 call, somebody, where that 911 call at? I know them bitches is recorded. I want to hear it. They gonna have to investigate all that, man, because I think they just was riding around fucking with somebody and got him, seeing him on a bike or something, and just decided since he ran, oh yeah, we gonna get him and put the dog on him and killed this man, shot him in the back of his head, yo. Dirty bastards, man. That's some fucked up shit. After he was already down, he ain't aimed a gun at y'all. Like, we gonna go back on the video. I ain't see him aim no gun. He was already down on the ground. Looked like he dropped the gun for real. It looked like his shit was already gone. Like the gun wasn't even dropped. Like, come on now, man. This shit's sad.
And Eastern Avenue. The gunfire taking place outside of the apartment units there. It's also the location where community members are ending a march through the streets of Grand Rapids. News 8's Adriana Doria is live there now with more. Adriana.
Brian, you heard just a little bit ago how high emotions and tensions were. This group of dozens of people, family members and friends of Daquan Johnson, taking over the street. They started at Miss Tracy's. They were chanting "No justice, no peace," really just demanding justice for Daquan. They then made their way about a mile to the apartment complex where this all unfolded. Take a look at this video. You can see just how large of a crowd this was. Now, we heard from the mom who was leading the charge. She was saying, you know, this is her son. This is her firstborn. He's a dad. He's a son. He's a cousin. He's a friend to so many here. And just how many people came out shows how important he was to this community. They say that they have footage from this apartment complex here, security video that is not being shown by police, that they are going to be showing later at 6:30 at a press conference. They say that shows a completely different story that they think police are not telling. Now they're again yelling things, no justice, no peace. They're saying they killed him by a dumpster like trash. They talked about dogs mauling him. Again, Daquan Trey Johnson. He was 32 years old. This mom's firstborn. A lot of high emotions here. We saw a grieving mother. She could barely stand up just because of what's going on and how she is grappling with all of this. Again, we'll be following this story all afternoon and all evening. Nicole Tam will be heading to that press conference at 6:30.
Let's look back at the footage. We really look back at the footage. They did kill him like by the garbage like trash. Only thing I'm scared of now is these Black Lives Matter motherfuckers, Antifa and all these motherfuckers coming out here and taking over a real situation like this and coming infiltrating it. That's the only thing I'm scared of now. You see my white motherfuckers and all this shit coming, you know what I mean? I might be Antifa and, you know what I mean, Black Lives Matter coming really try, you know, turn a peaceful protest into a riot. You feel what I'm saying? Then a thing against hate thing against Trump and all, you know what I mean? Which, I mean, with Trump in office, these police officers definitely gonna get off. You feel what I'm saying? Especially with him having, you know, a firearm. You know, him having a firearm did kind of, you know, but it still don't take away the fact that he got supposed to get killed like this. You feel what I'm saying? Like he wasn't supposed. They were supposed to do their job in a different manner. They didn't have to use deadly force right here, especially when he didn't pose a threat. He was running away. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't turn around and aim or, you know what I mean, was shooting at y'all or, you know what I mean, taking cover, not like that. He was running away. You know what I mean? He shot him in the back and in the back of the head. Like, come on now. Like, bro, he didn't even get his balls to shoot him in his face. Like, you shot him in the back, bro. Like, come on now. But we ready to look at the video again. But we ready to show it right here. This shit looked like it was definitely, you know what I mean? It definitely was unjustworthy. It was unjustified, bro. No bullshit. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. Speaking on this situation happening in Michigan, man. This black brother just got unjustly killed by the police. You know, that's how they do us, though. That's how they feel about us, man. So make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. You ain't gonna get no real like this, man.
Do this because there's been a lot of inconsistencies, as he said, online, so they wanted to share their perspective, and that's what we got this afternoon through 3 videos. 2 of them came from one officer, that's the K9 officer. So in the first video, you do see from his body camera of him driving in the cruiser, and then as they approach the scene at that apartment where those shots were eventually fired. The second video is from the car's perspective, dash cam of that, and you see a wide shot of the interaction of the officers.
Don't even give him a chance.
Clearly whether or not Daquan Johnson actually pulled out a gun, although you can hear officers say that he has a gun moments before those
Look,
shots.
you even hear her say it. Yeah, she said you can't really see him clearly pull out a gun because he didn't, bro. He trying to run away. Didn't pull out no fucking gun, yo. He trying to get away, bro.
K9 officers. So in the first video, you do see from his body camera of him driving in the cruiser.
Look, as soon as he get out the bike, they shot his ass.
That apartment where those shots were eventually fired. The second video is from the car's perspective, dash cam of that, and you see a
the dog mauled him and they shot him.
But you can't see clearly whether or not Daquan Johnson actually pulled out a gun.
Look, the dog still chewing him.
Say that he has a gun moments before those shots were fired. Sorry, I don't know if you missed that because of that motorcycle that just came by, but as I was saying, you don't know exactly whether those shots were or whether the man actually had a gun in the video itself, but you hear officers saying that. We also asked Chief Winstrom why they were pursuing him in the first place, because they estimate that chase where Johnson was on a bike happened for about 90 seconds before they stopped at that apartment complex. He did share with us that he was on parole.
There's certainly other legal reasons to stop that
that's
individual.
some bullshit, yo.
The radio traffic.
It's some bullshit, yo. Look at yo. This man was trying to get away, bro. You can clearly see that.
At the start of the press briefing this afternoon that they decided to do this because there's been a lot of inconsistencies, as he said, online, so they wanted to share their perspective, and that's what we got this afternoon through 3 videos. 2 of them came from one officer, that's the K9 officer. So in the first video, you do see from his body camera of him driving in the cruiser, and then as they approach the scene at that apartment where those shots were eventually fired. The second video is from the car's perspective, dash cam of that, and you see
look at that shit, yo. They already, the dog already mauling him.
But you can't see clearly whether or not Daquan Johnson actually pulled out a gun, although you can hear officers say that he has a gun moments before those shots were fired. Sorry, I don't know if you missed that because of that motorcycle that just came by, but as I was saying, you don't know exactly whether those shots were or whether the man actually had a gun in the video itself, but you hear officers saying that. We also asked Chief Winstrom why they were pursuing him in the first place, because they estimate that chase where Johnson was on a bike happened for about 90 seconds before they stopped at that apartment complex.
90 seconds, bro.
With us that he was on parole.
There's certainly other legal reasons to stop that individual, but the radio traffic that we're familiar with said that he was suspected of having a gun. Obviously, you're on parole for a gun. You're not legally allowed to carry a gun, so that could have been part of his fleeing.
It says that like he a skinhead. He
not
don't
aware that he
fuck
had a
black
warrant.
people at all.
Winstrom says those officers also had tasers but did not deploy them because the K9 was the less lethal option, and he explained in another clip that we showed you earlier this afternoon that the guns were the option that they chose because the less lethal option of the K9.
If the K9 was the less lethal option, what was y'all reason of shooting them? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You shot him instead of tasing him. You feel what I'm saying? But you deployed the K9. But a K9 is supposed to be like some people won't deploy it. Most departments won't even deploy a K9 because if a suspect is being real aggressive towards like shooting at him and stuff, because people like, I ain't getting my dog shot. Them K9s is a part of the police department. Like they is actually an officer themselves for real. You know what I mean? So most police departments and most police officers that have the K9, if they feel like their K9 will be in danger, they wouldn't even release the K9. So obviously this is that's a conflict of interest. Because it's like you saying that the K9 was the less deadly option than a taser. I don't know, man. I never heard no motherfuckers die. Well, I mean, you're pretty sure you can if they let it on too long, but you know, usually you tase a motherfucker, that's only what 5 seconds or something. They get stunned and then they drop everything. You mean you get shot? What you mean you like the taser? I mean you like the dog maulers, man? You feel what I'm saying? Like that shit, yo. These motherfuckers is dead wrong, yo. They dead wrong, bruh. Dead wrong. You feel what I'm saying? And I hopefully all these motherfuckers get charged. And I hope these motherfuckers, you know what I mean? They definitely get some justice. Hopefully this family and this mother get some justice. Because this shit was wrong, bro. You know, I don't even see nobody covering this shit for real.
Tonight, in less than a half.
Like, it ain't even nobody covering it for real. Mm-hmm.
Tragic incident.
I ain't gonna show you his hands, bro, for getting mauled by a dog.
A family that's hurt, that's gonna miss this young man.
He's the last black child that died unjustly.
I want justice for Daquan Trey Johnson. Okay? And I'm gonna get justice.
Tonight, family and friends of a man killed by Grand Rapids police are calling for justice. I'm Amber Kriska.
And I'm Brian Sterling. Family identified the man killed as Daquan Johnson. He died early this morning at the hospital. And tonight, we'll walk you through the video released by police, and we're sharing a reaction from the Johnson family. Johnson was shot by police at about 9:30 last night in the parking lot of an apartment near Eastern Avenue and Logan Street in Grand Rapids. GRPD says officers believe Johnson had a gun, and when they tried to make contact, he fled.
The department released 3 videos this afternoon, 2 body cam videos, a dash cam. The dash cam shows Johnson riding his bike down nearby streets and ditching it in the parking lot of the apartment complex. He slips, and that's when officers approach with guns drawn.
That's what I was just ready to say too. Like, yo, did he slip or did they shoot him? I was like, yo, he fell. You can see this officer right here already quick as he already down there right there.
He fled.
The department released 3 videos this afternoon, 2 body cam videos, a dash cam. The dash cam shows Johnson riding his bike down nearby streets and ditching it in the parking lot of the apartment complex. He slips, and that's when officers approach with guns drawn. A canine can also be seen biting Johnson while on the ground. Seconds later, at least 3 shots were fired.
Body cam video shows the moments the officer gets out of his cruiser. As the canine jumps on Johnson, one of the officers says to get on the ground and to put his hands up. With the gun pointed at Johnson's head, officers said Johnson was reaching for a gun and had one in his right hand. Officers repeated a few more commands before opening fire. A minute later, you can hear one of the officers talking about the gun.
Yes, I hold the barrel pointed straight at my face.
All 3 of those videos came from a press conference held this afternoon. Chief Winstrom said the officers involved have been with the department for at least 5 years.
Winstrom also described the moment in which Johnson was allegedly reaching for that gun.
I believe both videos you can see that when he slips on ice after getting off his bike, he takes his right hand and he puts it in a way that would be awkward if you weren't taking something from your, either a gun or something else. So he was reaching for something. You hear the back and forth with the officers. The one officer's yelling, "Show me your hands, show me your hands." It's the other one that says, "He's got a gun, he's got a gun." He then says, "He's got his hand on a gun." He says, "Yes."
Hours after police released the videos, friends and family of Johnson marched to where the shooting happened. That's where a vigil was held.
Afterwards, they hosted their own press conference. News 8's Nicole Tam was there and shares their perspective. Nicole.
Brian and Amber, local Black community leaders are rallying behind the Johnson family. They had a 12-second video that captured of the altercation that's between police and Daquan, but because of our corporate policy, we're not able to show you that footage without signed permission from the person who filmed it.
Dozens of people packed the small Boston Square Neighborhood Association office.
What you folks see on this video Is Daquan on his stomach? Both his hands are behind his back.
The video played 3 times. Reaction each time. The clip is from a wider angle that shows both Johnson and police.
They executed my baby.
From that perspective, the family believes what police said happened is not true.
What they released to y'all was a bunch of BS. They wanted to tell you my son was this bad person. He was this, that. No. What we saw was that the GRPD are really the bad people.
GRPD Chief Eric Winstrom said the officers had tasers, but the canine was the less lethal option.
In a similar situation, if I was an officer and had access to a canine, that would be my choice of less lethal option, because that would be used to capture this individual. Now they thought that the individual had a gun. It would not be appropriate to then approach with a taser unless you were certain that he didn't have a real gun, or that it wasn't actually a gun.
I thought the justice system, the last resort, was gun violence.
That's what I thought.
But clearly,
that ain't.
They missed the tasers,
right,
the batons, and every other device.
Right.
Because this was an officer-involved shooting, Michigan State Police have now taken over that investigation. We also asked police for comment on that video. We will let you know once we hear back. Brian?
Nicole, thank you. News 8 will continue to follow this story through the coming days. You can find the latest updates on air and online at woodtv.com.
That shit fucked up, yo. I always tell you, yo, they quick to draw on one of us, bro. They quick to draw on one of us, man. I'm telling you, quick to. You know what I mean? Quick to put us down. I don't understand how the dog would be a less lethal option when if he was, you know what I mean? With, like most people think if they got a gun, they not letting their dog out. You feel what I'm saying? Like for that, if that was the case, shit, most of these mass shootings, they'd be letting dogs out. You feel what I'm saying? I don't understand that. So I mean, I know every police department is different and there's different protocols and shit state by state. But man, I think that sounds like some BS to me. A pile of it. You know what I mean? But man, rest in peace to that guy. And I'm not taking away the fact that he did, you know, have a firearm with him. You know what I mean? So anytime you got a firearm with you and you're not legal, it's a chance police, you know. But he wasn't like his mother said. I thought that was the police last resort to, you know, last option to resort to that. You feel what I'm saying? Resort to deadly violence. They resorted to that first option. You feel what I'm saying? The crazy thing about it was they was already over top of them. Like I can see if they did it from 5 feet, 10 feet. Well, I mean, even then, and he was shooting back or whatever, you know, and it was a shootout or something. But or birdcage situation or that, you know, they ain't, you know. But they was already over top of him. They was already ordered. Like they was already had control of him. They got the gun plus the dog too. The dog was still biting him. So you got 2 police officers over top of him plus the dog biting him, and you still gotta shoot him. That don't even make no sense to me, bro. That don't make that's overkill. That's you feel what I'm saying? Unnecessary force to the fifth power. You feel what I'm saying? Like ain't no way you on top of this, man. A dog biting him. You got your partner right here next to him, and like you know, like his mother said, you ain't use no taser, you ain't use the baton, you ain't use nothing. You on top of him, and you shoot him in the back of his head at point blank range. Yeah, I'm gonna keep tabs on this story, man, because this story right here, we gonna definitely have to keep, you know, keep tabs, because they want, you know, keep hitting us over the head with ICE and immigration and all this other stuff. So we need to keep tabs on this, because this what really matters. You feel what I'm saying? When it come to us, they still hunting us down too. You know what I mean? ICE and immigration think they going to do something in illegals. You know what I mean? We been getting hunted, and we citizens of this country, paying taxes and all that. You feel what I'm saying? Supposedly. You know what I mean? They still look at it as like 3/5, but you feel what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna keep tabs on this topic, man. I had to definitely touch on this. This was a big topic, man. So I appreciate everybody tapped in, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, check out my other videos, my other lives. Definitely gonna keep the ball rolling, man. We're gonna have some more topics to talk about. So I appreciate everybody that tapped in, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. It's Robbie TV. We out.